you to Auburn, half a day and heck in. I'm sorry if you can hear some stuff in the background. That's just because it's flipping cold in here, so we gotta run some stuff to keep warm. So I might be like muted here and there because it is a constant fan. But anyway, it is time for more Ace Attorney Investigations Collection, the first game. New items unlocked in the gallery. What did I get? What did I get? Oh. Oh, I get to see them. Oh, and their little animations. Oh, that's precious. Oh my God. God, the animation is so smooth. Just angry. Is it gonna show her hair cutting? No, it just shows her crying. Oh yeah, Wow, okay. Oh, Man in Black. We see you from all the angles. Okay. Detective. Okay, okay. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, okay. Oh. Oh. Wait. Wait. Hold on, hold on. Confrontation. Oh, like the close-up. Okay, so it's not only the pixel. It's everything. And obviously there isn't one for him there. Okay. Wow, that's cool. Thanks, Rumi. Wow, I didn't know you could see this too. Okay. So if somebody has like a really cool animation, you could just have that on loop and just have yourself a time. Right? She's yawned, she's tired, she's sleepy. Yeah, look at those. God, too silly. Okay. Okay. It was funny the first time, but it's even funnier the second time. Alright, so we are at case 4, right? Like we just started it. We were just let a little bit of it roll. I don't know if we'll be able to finish case 4 today, but obviously that is the goal. And then maybe if we're lucky, we could start case 5, but I have a feeling case 5 is probably going to take like 2 streams, which is fine. And then, I believe, yeah, today's the last day of November. So that means I gotta put out my, my December calendar so people know what we're gonna be doing. And at the moment, it's entirely chat backlog. Entirely. I don't know how I'm gonna do November's calendar, because, like, you know, normally I, like, post about the developers. I'm like, hey, you know, go follow them here, go follow them. But there are so many. I'm like, I don't think I have enough characters to make it fit. So I'm thinking maybe I have to do like a secondary post to it to be like, hey, here are the list of the peoples and their handles. Please go support them. Go support the games. That's what I'm thinking of at least doing for the November one whenever we finish this. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good day. Hope you're staying warm, because I know in some parts of the country it'd be like 20, 30 degrees. So I hope everyone is staying warm. Now I'll stop talking. We'll get back into our story. Oh, hello, friend. Heck in. Oh, there's Gumshoe. Wow, so the judge really is like that far away? Wait, so who's supposed to sit in front of him? Right, because you got prosecutors over here, defense over here. Who sits in front of the judge? I don't think we've actually ever seen anybody sit in front of him before. Wait, what? 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 What do you mean he's dead? What do you... Here? At the courthouse? Oh my god, who are you? Oh my god. Are those bullet holes or it's just an old coat? Those are ants. Oh my god, there's ants in here. Oddball think he is. Oddball. Well, the ants are eating something. Oh, wait, this is our first time meeting Gumshoe, so we don't know him yet. That's why he's yelling at me to not run in the hallway. Detective Tyrell Bad. Homicide. Oh. Wow, he is a scruffy looking guy and I like it. No, yeah, this looks like bullet holes. But then this looks like wear and tear. You got shot in the tie? But not behind it. Okay, so he was probably like moving out of the way and they're like pew pew. Okay, okay. Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid? That's right, he was pretty young. Oh. Is he going for his gun? No. Is that a mirror or is that a lollipop? It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that? Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other man, a Mr. Mackerel, was shot and killed. Oh, double. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Is there anyone else who went into the defendant lobby number 2? Yeah, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe. Wow, even then. Adorable. He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other. Maybe. Such impudence. This guy really is testing my patience. Oh, I'm excited to see how this unfolds. Don't mind me, I'll be munching on some snacks. It is Edgeworth. Hello, Floors. Hi, Kian. Yeah, so for this game, you get to play as Miles Edgeworth, actually. But for this case, we're doing his first ever case. So he's a rookie prosecutor. So, you know, he's kind of like, ugh, everyone's treating me as a kid. I gotta stand up for myself. So it's pretty interesting, like, seeing, like, you know, how he became who he is to be. Obviously, we know a little bit from the previous games, but this time we get to play as him. Plus, I believe it's a port from a Nintendo DS game. So they did a really good job. They did a fantastic job. I remember this game. I pre-ordered it for my wife when it was announced because she loves Edgeworth. That's awesome. I'm assuming she's played the collection or only this one, because we have the little like collection, so obviously it's like the first game, Miles Edgeworth, and then the second game. He is a pretty cool character, I will give him that. He looks great. I think he might be one of the few people I know that can pull off like a ruffle shirt. Oh, she played them all? Oh, perfect. So she's a super fan, so she knows everything. That's awesome. I'm pretty much just sitting here enjoying the ride because I just got off work and I'm tired, as I'm sure everyone who works retail will understand. You know, you just stand on your feet all day and talk to customers and be smiley and nice, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. But I'm here. I'm enjoying the story. I'm enjoying seeing how their friendship has formed. Like, at what point was Gumshoe like, this guy, he's alright. He's cool in my book. Ooh, very nice. The wind is strong in my area. I was trying to put up Christmas decor. Was it? Did you have a snowstorm as well? Because that's what we have going on right now. And it's fun. But hopefully the wind goes away so you can put up your decor and enjoy the Arc Raiders game. I've heard some pretty good things about it.
Objection!
Is that baby Francesca? Look at her. Sorry, seeing her run with a rider's crop was adorable. Terrifying, but adorable. Wait, no, hold on. No, back that up. What did he say? She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his who's also junior to me. You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it. This right here, because this is an inner thought, right? I'm here for summer vacation, what else? He then thinks this and just goes, you're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it. It's like, what? What? I think this is saying that she's junior to Edgeworth, not that the student that Manfred slept with is also Edgeworth's junior, because that'd be problematic. Because, how old are we right now? Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm not on here. Well, we're youngish. We're youngish. Okay, interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what? What? There's so much going on here. Any chance something happened through the second window? Because that window's closed, but this other window... Or maybe, I don't know, we move the curtains and see like, oh, it's missing bars or something. Sweet Gumshoe. Sweet Gumshoe. Be nice to him, Bad. He's doing his best. Like, I see blood on the knife, right? But... what? An ink stain. Okay. I have so many questions. Maybe there was poison in the ink and he, like... that's how he died. Okay, yeah, no, it really does look like they killed each other. But you'd have to get really close to someone, right, to stab them. So, like, what? You came up, stabbed him, and then when he got away from you, you shot him? Because I don't... oh, see, I was just about to say it. I was like, I don't really see any burn marks if it's too close. This seems far away. Ooh, dust Faraday's hands for gun residue. If there's none, he didn't fire the gun. Okay. Right, this is the first theory, which I don't think is correct. Is this gonna be another case outside the courtroom, even though we're technically in the courthouse? Oh my god, yes.
Hold it! Objection! Take that!
Oh, silly, silly. But I guess I have to go through this to, like, explain, so if somebody thinks, like, oh, what if it happened the other way? It's like, well, here's why you're wrong.
Hold it! Objection!
Alright, so who are we thinking is the third person? I don't think it's the defense person. I don't think it'd be Detective Bad, and it's definitely not Gumshoe. It's not Vegeta. But I'm like, it's gotta be one of the new people. I hope it's not Detective Bad.
Take that!
Objection!
Oh my god, we can see the judge's legs. I don't think we've ever seen his legs before. You know, I imagined him taller, but maybe that's just because he was always on the stand and he just kind of seemed very tall and imposing. Right, like looking at the heights, I think Bad or Gumshoe is the tallest right now. Because Bad is taller than Miles. And then the judge and the defense are like almost the same height. The judge is a little bit taller than her. But I can't tell with Miles's hair.
Hold it!
Objection!
I wanna like look up Detective Bad so I could like find out more about him, but I also realized doing that could spoil this. I'm like, don't look it up. And I'm like, I just want to know like stuff about his art, like concept art, about his outfit and like how they came up with him, but we might accidentally spoil ourselves, so I'll have to wait until the case is over. Or until it's revealed he is the bad guy. If he happens to be the bad guy. Then we can look it up. But until then, bum bum. We sit in suspense.
Hold it!
Okay, I kind of like her theory. That's actually a really good one. But then it does beg the question. If that's the case, who? Maybe they're going to introduce more people. And maybe one of them is the killer.
Objection!
Oh, well, there it is. Boom. He's the killer. Done. Case closed. I'm listening to Bad's music and I like it because it's like, it almost sounds like you're in an alleyway, right? Because it sounds like you're like hitting a trash can. It sounds like you're just hanging out, watching cars go by, city life. Just keeps laughing at me. Okay. Poor Miles. I'm assuming sister? Well, okay then. Nope. That's right. I did like a backup save just in case. All right, so it says we're in the middle now, but we saw that happen last time. They're like middle, then they were like mid. What is? No. What is happening with the background characters? Is he saluting while he's napping, and then the guy over here with the water fountain? Hold on, maybe they're frozen like this. Hold on. Once we're out of this little chit chat thing again. What? You can't just show me cops being silly. Alright, one's guarding the door, one's checking out the little miniature model. I'm guessing the building we're in. I have so many questions for him and for the guy back here. Okay, so it does freeze, right? Because the water is frozen. Right. Already suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. Right, I imagine they're going to talk a little bit more. Right, he's like, go, investigate, do stuff. And I'm just like, I just want to be able to see the people in their little silly habitats. Save for the results of your competition. Okay. What are you thanking me for? Okay. Nobody move. Right, Right, because we saw someone stepping on this earlier, so maybe this is like stuck. Oh, he's like tippy-toeing too. Okay. And he's just, he's happy as a clam. He's just looking at the model. He's chilling. I don't know what's going on here, but okay. There we go. That's it. I just wanted to look at him before it like progressed the story more. Okay. All right. Really? And you guys didn't hear nothing? A little something to discuss? God, see, everyone is always so suspicious. Is that... I feel like as the attorney, or even just as a lawyer, she would have stopped it, because it's like, this is a prosecutor who's been accused by a suspect that he was in charge of, like, the, incident. And now you're letting them both walk away after some heated words were exchanged. You'd figure you'd want to keep them separate after such an accusation. Well, doesn't matter now. They're both dead. They're just going for the kill. So, I'm guessing this is also the first time that Francesca and Gumshoe meet as well. So, Gumshoe meets me, he meets her, and then both of us meet, I'm guessing, Faraday's kid? The Great Thief? The second one? Right, because we saw her as a kid and she was like, balloon! What an interesting way to start everyone's friendship. Friendship or working partnership? Interesting that he mentioned the ants when we saw the pile of ants. Wait, are the ants gonna be a clue somehow? Maybe. Ooh, maybe the person didn't have to go through the window. Maybe they, you know, came in or came out the one window that had the ants, right? And they like shot the person through the bars. And then because that person got shot, they like the other person landed on their knife or something. I don't know. Oh my god. What? Why? Huh? Okay. Sure. It's like I gave you money. We did a money exchange. What's going on? I've been watching him mute. Has anyone asked whether he's heard the gunshot yet? Yeah, they asked him that. They were just like, hey, did you hear the gunshot? And he's like, yeah, only the gunshot. I didn't hear anything else. So of course everyone's like trying to figure out, like, you were guarding this room. You heard a gunshot. And then you found 2 dead bodies. What? The judge is shorter. He's so little. Okay, maybe if I look up his height, it's fine, versus looking up Detective Bat's height, so I don't spoil myself. Hold on. How tall is the judge? Right? Only the gunshot. You know, no screaming, no calls for help, no, you stabbed me. I can't tell. Are we the same height? We might be the same height. Alright, they say the judge is 5'7". And Miles Edgeworth is 6'2". Excuse me. Excuse me. What? So you're telling me this is a 5'7" man and this is a 6'2" man? You're missing about like 5 inches. Okay, well if this is 5'7" and this is 6'2", what is this? Because he's way taller. What are you, 7 feet? Okay, sure. Oh, see, now another source is saying that Miles is 5'8". What? Now they say 5'10". He's a height. Ooh, may or may not be bigger than the judge. Ooh, men's restroom. Okay. He left his post. Oh, damn. assuming Gumshoe's innocent. I guess the gunshot that was heard was well after the real gunshot. I think they said it was only one gunshot, which is why I think like something crazy happened, right? Because like they keep mentioning these open windows and like how there's ants and stuff. So I'm thinking either somebody like went through the door or like did some crazy shot through like an open window. But then again, it begs the question, how did he get... Unless he already had the gun in his hand, right? Because like, Faraday had the gun in his hand, got stabbed. The other guy had the knife in his hand, he got shot. And from what they saw, there was no like burn marks on his clothes. So the gunshot wasn't close. I don't know. Also, Gumshoe is innocent. There's no way our lovely detective man committed this murder, because then how... what? We wouldn't have worked with him on any case, because this is like the very first case that Miles has as a prosecutor, right? So this is like when they first met. This is like, what, maybe a decade? Maybe two? I don't think that far, but many, many years ago, right? Many years ago. So if he had committed a murder, I don't think they would have let him worked with me, worked with Phoenix, worked with anybody. They would have been like, oh, go to jail, or, you know, go to death row. So we know at least Gumshoe didn't do it, right? We have at least that up our corner. Oh, no. It's not a prequel. It's in between. Is it a prequel? No. So the game itself is between Phoenix's third and fourth game. This case is technically at the beginning. Oh, it's weird. Because he's like reminiscing. He's like, oh yeah, I remember when I met Gumshoe. Like has this like flashback sequence. So this is a giant flashback sequence essentially, which is another way we know that Gumshoe is innocent, because it's a giant flashback. He would have been like, oh, remember that time I proved you were a murderer and then we became friends? Like, no. No, this is more of like, remember that time I proved you weren't a murderer and we became friends? Yeah. I would say, how about it? I'll say that not all games have story mode. I'll tell you that much at least. Some of them you gotta sit there and think and hope you don't die, because, you know, if you pick the wrong answers, you lose your health, and if you lose enough health, it's game over. And I don't remember which one, but there's certain games, or maybe it was specific cases, where you could get a different ending, like a bad ending. And I didn't know this. I finished a case and chat was just like, oh yeah, there was like 3 bad endings if you chose wrong. And I was like, what? What do you mean? And they're like, yeah, if you chose this, this would have happened. If you chose this, this would have happened. And I was like, oh my god. And I was like, what? I was like, do we ever... what? And they're like, yeah, no. It would have ended that way. So, fun facts about the game. Ooh, but isn't it like Black Friday sale weekend, Cyber Monday? So I imagine it would be on sale. Actually, let me take a gander here real quick. Yeah, Capcom Black Friday sale. Oh my god, yeah, now's the time. Yeah, like this game is 50% off. Oh my god, yeah, this is the time. If you're interested, I would say, have at it. You disappeared. Maybe. I know earlier the judge had said that he went and bought a snack from the vending machine. So maybe the vending machine was like out of his snack and he went to a different vending machine being like, I'll be fine. But if its needles are dangerous... Wait a minute, the little freaking kid. Oh my god, no wait. She wouldn't have accidentally killed her dad, would she? No. No, it's probably fine. Right, the little kid. These beef jerks? Defendant's fresh milk? What? The end of what? That is a lot. $7 for a hot dog? Wait, do I have to go find money now? Wait a minute, doesn't Gumshoe have like $5? Wait, no, they said that envelope was empty. Maybe the little girl stole $5 from him. Unless she didn't buy it. Unless Gumshoe actually did spend $6 on a Swiss roll. Oh no, my Swiss roll!
Eureka!
Right, so I'm thinking he can't do it. Right, okay, so it's not Gumshoe. It is the little girl then, because she did ask for $1 from us. Which is why I'm thinking maybe she took it, because she's like, thief in training or whatever. Unless we're thinking like, the killer bought the sweet girl. I think I know why the judge is like weirded me out. I think it's his robe, because don't they... Are they that short, or do they go to the ground? Because I thought they like go to the ankles, you know? Where's my phone? I need to look up something. Judge robe. Okay, they go like mid-shin? Ankle shin area? Type in judge costume or judge robe. I see. So he thinks he disappeared, but we know it's because he sat down and that's why he didn't see him. Canada, the Supreme Court robes are Santa suits? What do you mean they're Santa suits? Hold on. To the internet. Queen. Court robe. It's not year-round, is it? Wait, unveiled. Wait, oh, it's new. Oh, unveiled new fur-free ceremonial robes in October 2025, replacing the former red robes with the white fur trim. The new design is a simpler, modern black gown with red piping intended to better reflect Canadian identity and values. Oh. Oh, so they used to be kind of Santa suit. Okay. The previous ceremonial robes were scarlet with white fur trim, often called Santa robes. The fur trim was reportedly mink fur sourced from a fur farm and was a feature of the robes since at least 1979. The tradition of wearing similar robes can be traced back to British common law, which was brought to Canada during colonization. Animal rights activists and others had long pushed for the court to move away from fur, and the change was implemented for the opening of the 2025 judicial year. Oh, so like this just happened, like, whatever. We're still November, so last month. Wow. Wow, way to go, Canada. Okay, but again, their suits don't look like they go above the knee. Either way, happy to hear that they stopped using fur. I didn't know either, but then again, I'm not in that country, so I'm not caught up with the news and the ongoings of that area. But that's some cool trivia. I can be like, oh, their outfits have changed. The important details that they leave out. They're like, oh yeah, I totally forgot to mention, but now that you mention it, I totally heard a gunshot. And it's like, remember when I asked you earlier if you heard anything? And you were like, no. And now I ask you again, and you're like, oh, a gunshot? Ace Attorney games, yay!
Hold it!
Miles, don't be so mean. She'll do it. She'll like, whoosh.
Take that! Objection! Objection! Take that!
Oh, so this is where the nickname comes from. She's ready to scrap. She's like, rawr! Alright, well, let's hear her side of the story. What? Helped buy you a sweet roll? Your balloon popped? Sorry. I was expecting her to hiss at us. Here, sweet roll. Talk to me.
Take that!
Yeah, Kay Faraday was the thief from the previous case. That's why, like, this is like how Miles met her, how Miles met Gumshoe, and like how they all met together. Because like at the end of the third case, she's like, "You don't remember me?" And they're like, "What? When did we meet?" And she's like, "Don't you remember me, Gummy?" And he's like, "What?" And then it's like, so this is like one essentially giant flashback sequence is what case 4 is essentially them explaining their relationship and like how he knows her. But it's like, okay, we know you from the time that your dad died and I was his replacement, but like I don't think she killed him because that'd be really weird. But then it's like, where have you been this whole time? Where have you been for like the other 3-4 Phoenix Wright games that we've played? So it's just a big old backstory essentially. But yes, you are correct. She is the thief from the earlier, and the dude who's dead, the one who got stabbed, is, I'm assuming, her dad, because same last name. Could be dad, could be uncle, could be brother, family member of some kind.
Take that!
Objection.
God damn. Okay. Okay. Well, now all my theories are all over the place. Ooh, we're in the later stage. Okay. Okay. So, who's gonna take care of her? Who? Because her family member just died, and now we're like investigating her. Oh, Uncle Bad. What? She managed to escape the bailiff. Does he take care of her? Wait a minute. This is a very well composed child for someone who has a very recently dead family member. Yep. Sweet roll, here you go. Okay. Interesting. Oh, well, now she's crying into the sweet roll. Maybe she's not that composed. Wait, so where's mom? Are you just a ward of the state? Who's supervising you? Right, because like normally, like, you know, you lose a parent or you become an orphan, like the state or whatever takes you in, but she's just here. Is it because she's a witness? Well, kind of a witness? I don't know. Go off, game, with your silly laws. It takes time for adults to realize someone's dead and mourn them. Does it? Well, right, you know, average people. Average normal people. Well-adjusted humans, yes. Children can take weeks before they process it. I don't know. I fucking knew that shit day one when my sister died. I was like, oh, she's dead. Time to be depressed for the next decade. Parents and relatives are often upset at children for not being upset enough. Interesting. Huh. Maybe because we internalize it. We were not like super outward with it. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Alright, well. I'm just curious who's in charge of her now. Because I'm like, I don't think it's Miles. I don't think it's Uncle Bad. Which, hilarious name. But it's like, at the end of the day, where does she go? Does she go to an orphanage? Does she go to a different family member? Is she fine? Well, she's not fine, but you know. Wait, does that explain why her thief training, or like her being a thief, is not that great? Because she was like, I've been bested by this tall shelf. Wait, so where did she find out about her dad being the thief? Maybe it's like a secret room or something in their house or something. Actual motion doesn't hit us right away a lot of the time. We play acting motion before it actually happens because, like, we know we should be sad. The most people leave our lives aren't immediately obvious to us in most cases. We continue to discover realize them for years afterwards. Yeah. I know grief and death is different for everybody. Well, I can't say that's wrong. It seems pretty on the nose. almost accidentally whips him, but then decides to whip Miles instead. Okay. Sure thing. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of curious what it'd be to have that style of a court robe and just like wear some like cute leggings with it. Wait, so he sent his own key? Okay.
Take that!
It looks like a knife handle. Yes, exactly. So whooshing is a knife. Is that him when he was a youngster? He doesn't have his dragon uniform on. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. There's surveillance tape with the gunshot sound is missing. And there's loud TVs in the room. And the windows are open. Huh. Brain's thinking. Brain's thinking. Exactly. Or maybe the gunshot that some people heard was from the surveillance, and the real gunshot some people didn't hear. For whatever reason. And this is where the fun part of the Ace Attorney games come into, because you're like, okay, how did this happen? What happened? Because sometimes, like, if you follow your train of thought, it's like correct, and then other times you're like, wow, no, definitely did not see that coming. And it's like anytime they mention something or like, you know, put something as like a, you know, a hint or a clue, like the little inventory thing, you know, it's like, okay, how does this play into it? Like the fact that they were like, the ants, I was like, oh my god, the ants are going to be a part of this somehow. You know, cue, what is it called? The archer beam? This is how you get ants. And that is how we got ants, for a good moment. So, key knife. But they sent it into the police. Oh, they'll tell us. So, wait, so why did they hear the gunshot, but he didn't? Was I right? Is it because open windows and, like, for whatever reason? Were they, I don't know, were they maybe watching the tape? But then how'd they end up dead? Ugh, they'll tell us. I just have to be patient.
Hold it!
Real gunshot could have been much earlier from a silencer or a sniper shot from much further. Right, but then how did the stabbing take place? Or are we thinking he got stabbed and then somebody else from outside the window shot him? But then again, there is the balloon aspect. So how is it they heard the gunshot in this room and Gumshoe didn't, but then Gumshoe hears the balloon, but they don't hear the balloon? No one has heard two pops, is what we're finding out. Oh, see, there it goes. Now he's bringing up the balloon now. He's like, did you hear a balloon pop? He's like, what? What are you talking about? Okay. So explain. Right? Or are they saying the gunshot sound they heard was the same as the balloon pop? No, he's a detective. He knows what, you know, bullets sound like. He literally is, he's full of bullet holes. He definitely knows what gunshot sounds like. Right. What do you mean, so? Get him, Francesca! Crackling of the truth? I love that it's a lollipop. It's not even a cigarette. Doors and walls seem rugged. Are the rooms soundproof? Okay, so it's because your guys' windows were open. Okay, let him cook. They're explaining the plot. Right? It's like, thanks, Ed Bricks. Girls gotta pay rent. I'm sorry.
Eureka!
Maybe. Unless we're thinking maybe it's you, because she's the only other person that's like connected to both of them, right? Actually, is that her first name? Ah, dang it. Okay, no. I just wanted to check. Right, because it's not... Oh yeah, Callisto. Yeah, so maybe she is the Yagagetseru. I was thinking maybe Bad was actually the Yagagetseru, because it's like he was hanging out with Kay Faraday and he was like, I gotta protect this key with my life. But then it's like, didn't you tell us earlier that the key got turned in by the thief to the police? And it's like, I understand he's police, but like, I'm wondering. I don't know. Maybe. We'll find out. Plus he was like, these are the rules of them. They're never caught. They're like always sneaky. They always find their target. And I'm like, you seem to know a lot about them. Yeah, I think we're right. I think it is you. Yeah, hell yeah, save. We're gonna see if we're right. Because then I have questions of like, how? Because I thought she was in the room with Bad when the stuff happened. I guess we'll find out. Boom, 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 boom. God, I love her earrings. Also her suit. Oh, God, her shoes. I love her fit. There you go. Simple. Easy. I think Yu is gonna claim to be the Yatagarasu, but isn't the real one. I still think Faraday was the real one because Kay takes after him. Right? I mean, that is her dad. So it makes sense. Right, because then why would she become it if it was her? Unless... Well, if she kills her dad, she probably wouldn't want to work under the person who killed her dad. You know what? That is not the strangest thing. We've had some really complicated characters in this game series. Like the chick who pretended a kidnap to kill her sister, then faked her death after that kidnapping, then pretended to date Phoenix, and then... God, she was a wild character. So I wouldn't put it past her if she were to take Kay and train her in the ways of thievery. Alright, she spills the perfume to open the window and make sure the shot is audible. Oh. That would make sense. Now, the tape was a setup to give her an alibi. I started playing it before she left the room and told Gumshoe Bad not to go in. You're right, they were already dead by then. Okay. And because the rooms are soundproof, she knows no one's gonna hear, like, ah. Clever. Clever. Right, now we have to disprove that it's not Detective Gumshoe, and then after disproving that, we're gonna then prove it's her. Interesting.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Objection!
Take that!
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bum bum. Also, wait, didn't they do an autopsy report? Couldn't they have, like, kind of determined the time of death a little bit? Well, I guess if it was like 20 minutes, it's like too close. It's not. This world doesn't have the best science.
Objection!
Time of death is a bit approximate, but they would have examined the bodies at the time and seen the state of rigor mortis. Right? Which is why I'm like... Also, it's funny that they had an autopsy with no body, because, like, the bodies were there, like, they were still piled on top of each other, and they were like, here's the autopsy report, and it's like, when? How? They're still here! But it's like... Would they be able to tell a 30-minute difference? To be like, oh, they were just killed too. They were killed 30 minutes ago. Bum bum. But then again, this is only a slightly modern world. Like, we've seen.
Take that!
They're not super up and up. Like, what is it? There's that, like, cell phones, I think, are like, almost like burner phone status. Like, they're not like, her makeup, no! Sorry, I'm distracting everyone from the drama.
Objection!
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 How dare you, madam? I don't do that. Not anymore. I mean, I guess not yet, technically. Wow, so everybody just knows that Von Karma forges all his evidence, and that's why he's never lost a case. Cool, yeah, no, totally not a corrupt justice system. Nope.
Objection!
Objection!
Love the long pause. She's like, one moment. One moment. Girl.
Objection!
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 It's looking pretty sus for you. You. Better watch out, you. You gonna get it, you. Sorry, I'm laughing at her name. It's just cool. Okay, well, we're doing this in a courtroom, but there's no judge. So technically, this isn't our first prosecuting case. Because we've already done our first prosecuting case. This is the precursor to that. Get her, Miles! Get her!
Take that!
Going full laugh mode. Okay. Is this like the persona reveal? Oh. Okay, so she is the great thief. Well then, why does Kay follow in her footsteps if she killed her dad? Okay. I don't know if she is a fake. She's doing a really good job explaining everything. Because if it's not her, then who, right? Three legs? Oh! Oh god. Well, we know she's the killer, but... So... But why would she claim to be... Yatagarasu? Doesn't make sense. Anyway. There's a gun pulled on us. To your right. Ooh. Oh. Detective Bad isn't dead, is he? No! You just introduced him! Don't you do it. Don't you kill him! He seems so cool. Okay, he's fine. She got away. Another hole in his J. Poor. I think maybe we need to take off the trauma jacket, but that's just me. Yeah. Is a real detective. Well, we haven't seen Detective Bad since then, so does that mean he died? Does that mean he caught her? He's just off doing other police stuff? He's still going on about his testimony. Maybe that's why they're such good friends. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'll put you in jail with my testimony.
Take that!
And that's how they became friends. Right, so not really explaining what happened to Kay afterwards. Did she get adopted by Bad? Adopted by Gumshoe? In an orphanage? Either way, that's their backstory.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you. You know you appreciate Gumshoe. So when did she take our Ruffles? Okay, okay. She went to go live with her mother's relatives. Okay, good.
Hold it!
I see. And then I guess they're gonna be like, no, is my father. Right. She's like, I was going through his books. She's probably gonna say I was going through the books and found a bunch of stuff. Such an odd thing for her to admit that she was the Yatagarasu. I guess she knew that Faraday was the Yatagarasu, and she's like, I'm gonna just, like, ruin his name, ugh, even in death, blah. Maybe that was her goal. Right, yeah. Oh, silly me, I was muted again. Okay. So case 4 took us like 3 hours. And case 5 is the last one for this game, at least. I have a little bit of time, so we're just gonna do a little bit of case 5. Yeah, I don't know what her motive was. I think just her motive was stop, like, getting revenge for her sister and making sure no one finds out she's with the smuggling ring. Now, what's going on here with the fire? Oh, it's Edgeworth. Wait. What? Hold on. Edgeworth, are you committing arson? What? Okay. Wait. 8 hours earlier. What? Just having some tea. Okay, so I'm assuming this is after case 1, 2, and 3. Right? Return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated kidnapping and a murder at the Gatewater Land theme park. And then later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. Right. With this mysterious thief who took some files related to a case from 10 years ago. So this is quote-unquote modern day now. Not really, because technically we played the game after this event. The Apollo. What's up, Queen? Oh my god, yes. Why is there a baby now? What? Tell me more. Because I'm like, I know Steel Samurai, but I know her. I don't know who the tiny tyke in the cart is. We're just gonna gloss over the kid? We're glossing over the kid, okay. Wait, did they say the Jammy Ninja? That's right. This game is before Apollo Justice's game. Okay. Ooh, I like that guy's helmet's design. Okay, so leader's neutral then. Why would she send a calling? What is she planning? The Iron Infant? That's his. Oh my god, it's her! Sorry. I love that they're like bringing back old characters. There she is. Look at her. In the corner. Precious, precious Iron Infant. That's... Hold on. To Edgeworth, Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Old Tokyo. Why'd you to tell me you're daddy and that you're a married man? Interesting, indeed. From the Steel Samurai. His name is Steel Samurai. He didn't have to throw in the daddy. But he's like, hey, Edgeworth, I'm daddy. And I'm married to the old Tokyo. Interesting. We're just gonna let that go then. Please tell me we get to talk to her. Because she's a great character in the corner. She's a hoot. She did say, why does it have 3 legs? And like the motif has 3 legs, so. How does she know so much though?
Hold it!
I kind of love that Miles is scolding her like a dad, where it's like, listen here, Missy, you will not go through one country to invade another country. Open air stage. Oh God. Construction area. Oh wow. Uh-oh. Oh, and then there's the fire. I see. All right. Well, I guess with okay, we got dead guy. Oh, at least the bear is unharmed. Not the shirt. Wait, interesting. Hold on. There's these random darker spots. Okay. Okay. Oh, that melted.
Hold it!
Let's see if I can get some tunes before I do my little outro. Wow, you got in here fast. Also, you guys put out the fire pretty fast, too. I just had a thought. What if she is you? Right? What better way to get information on how far the cops are investigating the smuggling ring than pretending to be with the smuggling ring? We've never seen her without her glasses. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Well, he has the key. Oh, and he got stabbed. Dang it. There we go. What a What a great place to stop at, Nina. Good job. You know, it wasn't her murder. Perfect time to exit here. Alright, you lovely humans, thank you for sticking around. I know with my work it's been kind of eating into the streaming time, but hey, we got through case 4 and we started case 5, so fingers crossed that maybe we finish case 5 tomorrow. Who knows? But until next time, Suzu is Massey. Bye-bye.